Alright, so I'm gonna keep this short, probably 10 minutes or under, but the the title is pretty much self-explanatory. I'm just so sick of it all. This everything. Like I can never just be at peace. I can never just relax. I can never just just have that peace of mind that I can just go to sleep and not be woken up to, like, come on. It's like everywhere I go, no matter what I do, no matter how hard I'm trying to work, doing this, doing that, trying to keep myself together mentally and emotionally, as I'm dealing also with a painful tooth infection. Some days are worse than others. Right now it's actually somewhat okay pain wise. I know it's not okay. I know there's still that underlying problem that desperately needs to be taken care of, that there's no way around. I'm just saying right now the pain level is like pretty much hardly anything right now, honestly. But like a couple days ago, it was just unbearable all day. And I took like four Advils, did my clove oil treatment thing like three times in a row, and I was still in pain. And I was still trying to drive people around. But I'm just not trying hard enough. And I just don't really want to get out of homelessness. Fucking people are unbelievable. This is what I mean. I'm just so sick of it all. It just comes all back around to that one initial, point. I'm just so just at a wit's end and just so frustrated and just so enraged and there's just so many words that I don't even know if I can fully articulate right now, especially in my exhausted, burnt out, frustrated state of mind right now, sleep deprived, dealing with a sore tooth, sore body, dealing with all kinds of people coming up to the car, either punching the window or trying to open the door, or security guards knocking on the window, telling me that I gotta leave the property, no loitering, not allowed to sleep here. Fuck, man. Like, hopefully by now, some of you at least get it, at least to that extent. Because if you don't, I don't know what else to say anymore. It's just, I just don't know what else to say at this point other than just show you what I'm going through, step by step if I have to, video by video, upload by upload, whatever I catch on dash cam. I'm probably gonna have to start connecting my, this big old fat battery bank over here. I don't know if you guys can really. Oh, there it goes. This big old fat battery bank right here. I might have to start connecting my dash cam to this when I go to sleep. So then maybe, in case anything, because it's not the first time or the second time or the fifth time this kind of shit has happened to me. This has like been a regular thing off and on. It's just kind of a hit or miss depending where I go, depending if the management, the property owners are Nazis or not. I just, fuck, man. Again, I'm just so sick of it all. We return to the theme of this live stream. So, what's up, Luis Betancourt? What's up, Tuna Melt? Oh, I guess that was a troll. Or wait, no, it says retracted. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm tired. I'm so fed up with everything. I'm just like, what the fuck is even going on? And like with all the trolling and the gang stalking and the harassment on the YouTube side. What's up, IRC Bully? And then with the security guards and the stupid, like, crazy people coming up to the car trying to open the door, trying to punch the window. It's like, fuck, man. It's just, I can only take so much. Really. Like, how can some of you guys not see that? It's just baffling to me. I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's burning me out. It's frustrating the living shit out of me, enraging me beyond what I'm able to fully articulate verb. And like I said, I just don't know what to do anymore. Everything is just so fucked up on so many levels. So fucked up, so confusing, so backwards, so upside down. I just, like, fuck, man. Like, when do I get a break from this shit? They say everyone gets their break. Every dog has their day. Every dog gets their bone. However the saying goes. I don't know how the fuck. I just, like, I'm just sitting here, just desperately waiting and going insane from all this bullshit, wondering when my bone is gonna come my way. When this dog is gonna have his day. I mean, seriously. And it seems, sometimes like the most undeserving people sometimes just get like these windfalls out of nowhere. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, you have no idea what I do if I had those kind of resources. Oh my God. Fuck. And then you see like these celebrities and shit that have millions of dollars, like pretty much like do whatever the fuck you want kind of money. And they just start blowing it all on these like hard drugs, like the kind of drugs that like you run into, the people on the street going crazy out of their minds on. Maybe a bit higher quality, higher tier. But I mean, it's just all that shit drives you insane. All those hard street drugs, like the cocaine, the fentanyl, the heroin, and whatever. Like, fuck, man. Like, that shit isn't cheap, especially in the quantities that some of them do it. Like, fuck. And they just blow it all, that they have houses and cars, and they just fuck everything up. And so, such incredible, unbelievable ways. And here I am, just itching for a break in life. Like, fuck, man. Like, can I just, like, not live in this car that's like falling apart with multiple mechanical problems? That's a mess and embarrassing to drive in and be seen in. And, there's not too much to ask. I work, I contribute to society. I was working until like 3 a.m. yesterday, yesterday. It's hard to even keep track anymore. Everything's just such a big fucking confusing, fucked up blur at this point. Big old depressing blur, whatever you want to call it. And I just, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Hi from South Australia. I'm in the same boat, says Ken Kalia. Hope I pronounced or said that right. What's up, home sweet Alabama? George Dion, what's up? Brian, did you rad my latest comment with the 3 conspiracy theories? I hope you got a good laugh out of that one to cheer you up. Which one? I'm not sure which one you're referring to. Uh, uh, that's it for the comments. All right, so I just needed to get that out there. Just get that off my chest. Like, what next? Like, like I was saying earlier, I work, I contribute to society, I get people around, I get other people to their jobs, I get people to their dialysis appointments. their various other doctors, checkup appointments, whatever the fuck they go to. Their flights at LAX when I can manage, to fit their luggage. Barely have to carry, any luggage to be able to ride in this car. Shit. Everything is just so stressful and depressing. Oh, there goes the light. It's on a timer. I'm not going to turn it on again because it's just going to drain the battery. And that's the last thing I need. Even more problems trying to start this fucking piece of shit car. What are you saying? George Dione, what were you saying? Conspiracy theory. He was not a security guard for his second lot, but had an axe to grind with you and followed you to the second lot. Conspiracy 2. He's a Project High Jump agent. Conspiracy 3. Your life is a video game and the programmer is hoping you solve the riddle to get out of your infinite failure loop. At this point, I wouldn't even, I'm pretty much open to just about anything. I was kind of saving this. I've been kind of thinking about this lately. And I was kind of saving it as kind of more of a surprise, but I guess maybe I'll drop it now. I probably actually mentioned it at some point anyway. Actually, come to think of it, it's probably not even going to be that big of like a bombshell. But I have like we'll say within the last like few months when they went on sale at the dispensary, I have tried a mushroom, psychedelic mushroom chocolate bar. And I seen some shit. And maybe I was thinking that'd be a future live stream. That'd be very interesting. Like, well, that's in the whole nother live stream, like I said, but I just wanted, if anything, to leave you guys with something to chew on at the very least. So God, well, yeah, I'm just using the word God. I'm not religious, I'm just referring to like the all, the consciousness, existence of everything, the makeup of all of reality, all of us. We're just manifestations of that. We're embodiments of God. And so God is just very, like I felt, just very confused. There's a mass imbalance with all this like other like it's hard to describe and put into words. Maybe I might be able to put it into words easier, like in that state, because I'm not in that state right now. But it like and I got like this like image in my mind, like when I closed my eyes, and it was like this like organic like being like thing at the bottom being like crushed and overburdened by like these like jetting skyscrapers and shit, like at all kinds of angles. And it was just like a real trip to watch and to understand. But anyway, like I said, that'd be a whole different video. I'm going off in a whole different direction there. Just totally out of left field, I know. But like I was saying, like I don't know that this whole world, whole reality, this whole existence, it's just it's so unbelievable and just it's just like a never ending, never expanding Pandora's box, fractal thing, whatever. It's just this reality is just it's something else, man. Just something else. I just don't know anymore. Um, yeah, so back to the comments. George Leonis asked me, wait, mushrooms are legal in California? I mean, as far as I understand, pretty much the federal government, regardless of what it says on the books, they're pretty much saying, hey, as long as there's no problems, we're just gonna kind of look the other way and not like crack down on you. We're gonna basically kind of treat it like weed. Um, and maybe I've been hearing things lately that it like psychedelic mushrooms are kind of following in the footsteps, like in the path of weed towards like general legalization. It's not quite there yet technically, but it does seem to be going in that direction, and it's to the point where you can just walk into random regular weed dispensaries now, and they have it. They're called polka dot bars. There's another one. What's the other one called? Magic Kingdom. Yeah, there's Magic Kingdom bars. It's kind of like in a Disney font, I think. Those things are a trip, man. Like both of them, they're really good. And then I started seeing that they're selling it like actually like raw mushrooms, like in a bag, like in a full like ounce quantity bag. Like, god damn, like it's really like starting to like kind of take off, I guess, in popularity. And so, I mean, it's not really taboo or anything anymore. It's very easily accessible. The chocolate bar is 25 bucks, and it expands your mind, and it's indescribable. Like I said, I'd have to be in that state probably to fully articulate it. But even then, because I was hanging out with an old friend of mine from high school, and we're just kind of like on the same page with everything, like just like with all kinds of shit, conspiracy theories and reality and existence. And I was hanging out with them, and I was like on some, like I'd eaten some of the chocolate bar, and like I was having this like deep, like conversation about like reality and existence and time and everything with them. And he was just so like totally on the same page and getting it, and he was like just tripping out. And I was describing to him, like, because I had my eyes closed, and I just kind of like had my arm over my eyes just to make it extra dark, so I could focus and concentrate as much as I could on the visual imagery, so I could try to like put it into words. But even then, it was difficult to even like fully articulate it and get it all out, and it was just like everything was just like constantly moving and morphing and changing, and the like tentacles were like branching out of like the organic part of it, like like the life part, like the God part, I guess. And then it was like the other part of God was like this like big confused, wants to like build skyscrapers and control everything and rule everything else, and it's just like everything's just out of whack, out of balance. I mean, look, like you can because it's interesting. I mean, you can see it, on a global scale, even like I was saying, well, we're all manifestations, of God, of all this, energy and this imbalance and everything. I mean, you can see it on the small, micro scale on this channel, the bickering, arguing, the not understanding. It just goes on and on, back and forth, and it's just so confusing and so chaotic. And then you look at it on a grander scale. You look at countries either at war or on the brink of war with each other, constant threats, attacks. One country attacks another country. They get more pissed off. They send more missiles to the other side, and it just goes back and forth. And it's just, fuck, man. Like, what the fuck? So I just got this like sense of just like a deep just confusion and frustration with like just like the whole just reality and just all of this in general. Like everybody's just just so angry and confused at each other's throats. That there's no understanding, no compassion, just so much division and control, and just so much bullshit. Thumbs up if if you're with me so far in all this. I probably lost a lot of you with all this, but oh well, I don't care. I'm just gonna get it all out. Or maybe that'll make me even more of a target with all these gang stalking idiots. I don't even know what the fuck is going on anymore with this world. There's so many conspiracy theories and whatnot. But I'm just saying, the that's been going on with me personally in my life, and that you guys have seen on this channel, and that I've talked about, and that I was even interviewed on what's his name, Jay's Sacramento Truth channel. That there's just so much. Shout out, by the way, if you're out there, and we still had to do another live. There's just so much to all this, and it's just so weird. And like the one guy, sorry, yeah, I'm like choking on my words here. Like the one guy that's like doing 400 troll accounts, like that kind of shit isn't normal. Like, who the fuck makes 400 goddamn troll accounts just to harass one homeless person on YouTube over the course of like 2 plus years or however long it's been. The exact amount of time is irrelevant to the point. It's been a long ass time. It's been years, plural, with an S. That's a long ass time. That's not normal. Normal people don't act like that. Normal people don't do that shit. Thumbs up if you agree. Fucking shit, for fuck's sakes, man. For fuck's sakes. I'm gonna take a sip of my cafe mocha here. My Starbucks triple shot ca- cafe mocha. Oh man, maybe I can get I'm not I don't have any like product endorsement, brand deals or anything going on, but maybe this will like trigger the algorithm, so like slip in a Starbucks ad in the middle of this, like all of a sudden it just cuts out and oh, you just watched a Starbucks commercial, or maybe you just skipped it. We're back, something like that. I don't know. I don't know if the YouTube algorithms are quite that intelligent yet. I don't know. I'm just going. I don't know. I'm just. I don't know. I'm just rambling and just getting shit off my chest, and just because, yeah, just over 21 and a half minutes in, 35 live viewers, 13 thumbs up. Man, what a world! What a world! What a world! So yes, the backtrack and on that point, George Leone, yes, mushrooms are essentially legal in California. We'll just put it that way. George Leone continues saying, Brian, if I was in LA, I would just give you the 2000 to move to another state. Really? Oh, what's up, Sacramento Truth Movement? You are there. I didn't even see you yet, and I was already giving you a shout out, I guess, before I even seen you. Well, George Leone saying again, honestly, I would just. Oh wait, would you really leave the state if you had 2,000 bucks sent now? I mean, I don't really see why not. I mean, 2,000 should be enough, no? I mean, just ask my dad and Jerry how much it cost them to move to Arizona. I was like 6 grand, I think. So, I mean, so one person. I mean, I guess I should be able to do it on about 2 grand, or maybe if I go further, maybe close to 3 grand. I don't know. I never moved. Someone was like, it might have been George Dione or maybe someone else, one of the other ones, was kind of like trying to put me on the spot and asking me, uh, like, well, like basically like accusing me of avoiding the question of how much I needed to leave California, and I'm like, I don't know, like I've never left California before. I don't know, like 2 grand, I mean, really, I've never left California before. I was born here. I was born in Monterey Park, out here, in Los Angeles County. I've been all around Los Angeles County, Inland Empire, my entire life. I pretty much never left the area, and at least not for any like considerable length of time. I've been, here and there for brief periods and always came back. This has always been where I've been from, you know. So I've never actually like went and like moved to actually live somewhere else. So how the fuck am I supposed to know, the exact fucking dollar amount that I need to move to such and such state? I don't fucking know. I've never done such a thing before. And like I just barely got around to doing the oil change on this car for like the first time in over a year, and it came out like this, like, well, thank God it wasn't like sludge yet, because that would have been like really risking some engine damage there. At least it still like came out like fluidy, but it's still like it was just so black and just so, if I would have let it go longer, it would have started turning into like sludge and getting all chunky and shit. So thank God I took care of that when I did, at least, better late than never, what I'm saying. So fuck. But I still got to replace the oxygen sensor. At least I replaced the tire recently. It's always something. It's always something. So, and then gas. That's another thing. Gas is not cheap. Especially, people even tell me too, they're like, yeah, but like when you leave California, the gas is cheaper. Yeah, I'm sure that's the case. I know it. I know it's the case. I see, YouTube videos, from like different news stations from all across the country. I know the gas is cheaper, but still, it's not free. So, you know, say like I'm going like from the West Coast to the East Coast, like 2,000 mile drive or however long it is. That's still, I mean, multiple fill-ups, especially with the bad oxygen sensor, burning more gas than necessary. So that's more times, stopping more frequently at the gas stations. However much it costs, that's still money. I can't just pull money, you know, in infinite quantities out of my ass. I wish I could. So that's what I'm saying. I need money to move. And then once I get to said state, wherever, state, that happens to be, I need to re-register and reinsure the car for, the respective state because I can't just keep driving around on California plates and California registration indefinitely in another state. That's not legal. Well, and just have California only insurance in another state. It's just there's so many other things that people don't factor and take into consideration. They think it's just, oh, throw on a backpack and jump on a bus, ditch the car. Like, what the fuck? God damn. Like, is my life just that big of a joke to some of you? Because it's like some of you just like don't even take anything seriously at all. And it's like some of you just are just like spitting like the most ridiculous advice at me for a laugh or something. Like all this is just some kind of a joke, like some kind of like scripted show or something for your entertainment. I mean, the entertainment part is true, I guess, you know. I'm just, I'm squeezing life's lemons and making lemonade basically out of all this. But this is real. I'm really going through this shit. Yeah, I'm spinning it in, kind of, entertaining-ish way as I'm venting and getting all of this off of my chest all at the same time and making AdSense revenue and hopefully possibly some donations, either in the form of super chats or Cash App slash Chime, whatever they're called. You can send them in at $ Brian Fritz 126. That's BRIAN FRITZ 126, all one word, $Brian Fritz 126. I'd very much appreciate it. Thank you so much if you're able to. If not, hold back, don't donate because times are tough. If you're poor and you can't afford it, I insist that you don't send me anything. You need your money, save it, get some canned food or something, stock it away. You're gonna need it when the shit hits the fan, when the banks go bust, whatever everyone keeps saying and talking about. And so many people are gonna end up like me, living in their cars, being harassed. Shit's gonna hit the fan. There's gonna be lawlessness everywhere. Everyone's, the whole system goes down. Everyone loots all the grocery stores, and pretty soon everyone's starving and at each other's throats. It could get ugly. It could get ugly. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't, go that far down, down shit creek without a paddle, so to speak. But I'm just saying. Wow. And I said I was going to keep this at about 10 minutes or less, and we're already going on just under 30 minutes here. Sacramento Truth Movement says, and this guy that trolls you named Anthony keeps harassing me. Really? He's harassing you now? That stupid Anthony A4T? His name is Domingo Antonio Navarrete, by the way, his full legal name. Domingo Antonio Navarrete. 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 Maybe somebody can type that in the comments. Somebody else who knows his name also. But yeah, I don't know what's up with that guy. He's very obsessed with me. He doesn't tire. Like he has, like I'm mentioning before, like he has like his little young children, trolling me. Like he's using his children for his stupid trolling fetish against me. I don't know what his deal is with me. making, just he just goes on and on and on and on, making hours worth of live streams, just focusing on me. I mean, like, I don't even hardly talk to, about him, let alone to him. I mean, I really don't. I mean, unless he goes like really out of his way and gets all of my channel or something, or maybe some of these other troll accounts are him too. There's just so much bullshit going on, you know? And that's, like, again, it all reflects back to like all these things that I started like seeing and understanding while on mushrooms. It just all seems to make sense. Just all this grand confusion. It just all goes back to that visual of like this organic, amorphous, that's the word, amorphous, like being that's like constantly changing form and being different people and animals and plants and whatever, morphing in all these different forms of life. But then it's got like this other part of it that's like just obsessed with like control and domination and just building all these skyscrapers and banks and money and control, surveillance, all this shit. And it's just like there's an imbalance of that. It's like overweight on like the nature, the organic, life part of God. It was weird, but it made sense. Again, thumbs up if you guys, can even follow along with that. I'm just saying that shit was a trip. That shit was very interesting. Um, yeah, like I said, I could probably explain better when I'm in that mental state, which I'm not right now, but I would love to be right now, but I need the money for other things. I mean, I just wanted to try that. Like, because life is short. I mean, you never know when you're going to die. I mean, I could die in a car crash any day. At least, I know I'm poor. I know I'm struggling to pay this, to pay that. And, at least I want to experience something for once, that kind of thing, before I die at least. Because, like I said, who knows when that's going to be, you know? So, Sacramento Truth Movement, I don't know why Anthony Domingo, A for T, whatever you want to call him, is harassing you. That guy is like more than a couple tacos short of a combination plate, if you want to put it that way. That guy is like kind of downright like scary. You know, um, I think it was the commenter, the truth at last, that mentioned that he was probably likely trying to lure me over, to his house with him in Texas to potentially do some, things to me. If you're following, catching along my drift. I mean, that guy is just, I don't know. He's so, I don't know. And then he, that's the thing that makes me laugh. All these like super religious Jesus freaks, because that's what he is. He's one of these like super religious Jesus freaks. They're so hypocritical, and some of them, especially him in particular, they just act so goddamn weird and backwards and evil. And then they turn around, oh, Jesus, the Bible and scripture. Like, go fuck you, dude. Shove Jesus up your ass. Thumbs up for that. I mean, really. You can tell him I said that, by the way. I mean, I don't even talk to him or about him hardly, but I mean, it's just he goes so far out of his way sometimes. Like, I think he made, like an hour, like what was it, like an hour 40, almost 2 hour live stream. And it was just another thing about me, talking about me and how I supposedly don't want to work or something. It's just a never ending bullshit narrative, stupid stories, rumors, lies that, him and the rest of the troll community, like to constantly come up with. It's just a constant nonstop bullshit factory slash online mental ward is what it all is. Project High Jump, the troll community, Anthony, all of it. It's just all one big shit glob, of just bullshit. I don't know. That's the best way I can articulate that right now in the moment. Thumbs up if you agree. Yeah, yes, Charles Anthony, the guy with a channel. Yes, he has a channel. He's done a lot of videos about me in particular. Anthony in 10 years will be miserable. His wife will be old and too old to have kids anymore, and he will have erectile dysfunction, ED. That's what he needs. He needs to have erectile dysfunction. I mean, that fool, that fucking guy has way too many damn kids already, and that he's trying to use and exploit for his stupid trolling fetish against me. I mean, really? Somebody needs to call CPS on that motherfucker. Thumbs up for that if you know that one if you agree. Call CPS on this motherfucker. I mean, really, look on his YouTube channel. Like his A for T, whatever, or no, it's a like the B for T, whatever. Not the parodies, or is it the parody? I don't know. There's so many of these stupid fucking troll channels, but he's like the one with like the yellow icon that says B for T on it. Like, and he's just constantly going on and on and on about me. And it's just like, fuck, dude, get a fucking life. And then you see, like, he brings his kids into it. Like, if that's not bad, and psychotic enough as it is in and of itself, then he has the audacity to bring these innocent little fucking children of his, these little genetic copies of him, these offspring of him. And exploits them for his financial and emotional gain, I guess you could put it, on YouTube. Like, is that even legal what he's doing? I don't know. I don't think so. Like I'm saying, somebody should probably call CPS on the motherfucker because, oh God, that guy is not fit to be a parent. I mean, that is very apparent. Thumbs up for that one. He needs erectile dysfunction. Fuck. It's about God's work. Why can't God will that into existence? Well, that was another thing that I kind of, to kind of branch off into that whole mushroom thing. The whole thing about, reproduction and life and just like life is just constantly wanting to perpetuate on and on and on and on. It's never going to stop. It's just constantly popping out and copying itself over and over and copying itself, evolving and learning and just constantly it's never staying still. It's just this constant, never ending, never, stopping moving. That's not a word, amorphous existence, this whatever you want to call it. It's just constantly moving, changing form, trying to figure everything out, trying to figure out itself basically. And that's what all of us are. That's what all of us do. We're all in this quest, on a personal level, of the meaning of life, of understanding of it all. Trying to, just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how do we live life? What's the meaning of happiness? What's the best way to go about, everything? And it's just, it's reflected in society and movies, in just so many ways, because we're all manifestations of all that. So, it's like God trying to figure out and answer all these questions through all of us, through all these different lives, through these different perspectives, these people, the animals, the ocean, the trees, everything, all of existence. And it's just constantly like they say, energy, can never be created or destroyed. It's just constantly changing from one form to another. It's like that kind of thing. It's just everything's eating something, something dies or whatever, and it decomposes, or, things are hunting and killing and eating other things, it's just constantly moving and evolving and changing. Things are being born, things are dying over and over and over again. That's the other thing too. That's the other theme I got. Like this whole, all of existence, all of society, all of, like example of that, like the hieroglyphs, that are like thousands of years old, depicting modern day aircraft, modern day helicopters, modern day airplanes, thousands of years ago. How the fuck? So, and I came to this like understanding, like this is like a never ending cycle. It just goes on and on and on, over and over and over again. And every time we all reach this this like peak of evolution as is like society, where like everything, what we have, like all this advanced technology and cameras and control and surveillance, and just like it seems like we all just end up snapping and going crazy and destroying all of each other, wiping out all of existence, and it just starts all over again. And then we start as bacteria and the fish and the, swimming on the land, evolving into animals again, then into people, then into society, then, we go from like hunter gatherers to like, the industrial revolution, and then we end up back to this point, everything, technology advancing again, more control, more rules, more regulations, more laws, all this, big brother surveillance state starts building all up again. That's that whole imbalance of it all again, with the skyscrapers and everything jetting out in all directions, just going all overboard, trying to control everything. It just seems like it keeps reaching this point where just everything's all imbalanced and trying to control everything. It just like it gets like that, and then it's just everyone, we all go to war with each other, the nukes start flying, everything just gets wiped out, and then guess what, we start all over again. We're back, we go straight back to bacteria, swimming around, back to fish, over and over and over again. That's the sense that I got. And this has gone on for like millennia, or however you can even like interpret as millennia, because like time is even, like, I don't know, it gets like really deep. That was my whole understanding of it, at least. Again, thumbs up if you agree with that or not. That was my whole, I was thinking of doing like a whole like religion, like meaning of life exist, or meaning of life and existence type live stream. Um, at least, maybe this will at least be like a taste and a teaser to that. Let me know if you guys look forward to me actually being on actual mushrooms in that state, and then trying to explain all of this all over again, and then maybe giving some insight, because I just feel like when I'm in that state, like I can like see things so much more clear, and maybe I can even give some more insight to like the trolls and all this and that, and just it could get very interesting very quickly, is what any, at the very least, is what I'm trying to say, if anything else. So going on almost just hitting 43 minutes now on this very, I don't even know what to call it anymore, live stream. New Edge Designs saying careful around gang stalkers while tripping. Those demons would easily give you a bad trip. No, I hear that. I totally hear that. I mean, if anything, depending, how all this, maybe, if it is a Matrix, type reality after all, who knows, it might even attract them and just, I don't, not to sound crazy or anything, but, practically like materialize out of thin air and just like come walk up to me while I'm in that state. And then it'd be like, whoa, oh shit, like you're one of those bad ones. Yeah, I got to drive away from you. I could feel your demonic energy, some kind of shit like that. Like it could get to that point. It's like I could feel like, I don't know. It gets like really like, when you deal with energies and feeling, different things, it just gets really, crazy and trippy, hard to put into words, and I'm not saying, I can't say, and, beyond any shadow of a doubt that any of, what I mentioned, is, true and real, but I'm just saying, like, that's what it felt like, at least in that state. And at the very least, it's interesting to talk about and debate, and put out there, in video form, and see what other people think, other people agree or not or disagree. That's the whole point. I'm trying to basically just start. I want to see how many people agree, how many resonate with all of that I just said. This is kind of just another experiment, I guess. Just me talking about shit and just, I don't know, squeezing, life's lemons in the lemonade and then mixing in some, additional mushroom ingredients, I guess. Some making some mushroom lemonade, basically, which also generates ad revenue on top of it. It's just, isn't that amazing? It isn't like, that's just, yeah, God, God, existence, reality. It's just so amazing, so incredible, but confusing and frustrating at the same time. It's just so many things all simultaneously. Thumbs up again with that if you agree. Sacramento Truth Movement is saying, I think Anthony reported me. I just got 2 strikes constantly flagging me. It wouldn't surprise me, man. That these demons are really something else. Like, it might be that the more I talk about this kind of shit, even, you know, if they start attacking our channels even more, then that might be even more proof, that some of this shit that I'm saying is true. Because at this point, I can't say whether it's true or not. This is like conspiracy theories and shit. But, if shit starts to get proven right before all our eyes, in these videos and the comments, I mean, what else can I say? This is just very interesting. Somebody just gave me a $5 super chat. Oh, George Dion saying, "Hey Brian, at least your D still works. I get erectile I got erectile dysfunction after having COVID. I'd rather be homeless than have ED." What? Oh, damn, dude. Fuck. Yeah, dude. That's some fucked up shit. If that's true. If you're not just trolling. George Leone, another from George Leone. I was kind of skipping ahead because there's just so many, and I'm like kind of like trying to get to the end so I can maybe wrap this up by the 1 hour mark. We're on the 47-minute mark right now. I also want to see who gave me that $5 super chat before I end this stream. So, I don't want to fall too far behind again like I usually do. But George Leone is saying Blake is playing or Blake is paying them to troll. Blake admitted he's a remote worker for security company and he has the money to fund trolling. You or Makes me sick. You're making the Uber CEO guy rich. Yeah, I mean, really. Especially, and then the Joe Battaglia trying to glorify, all this like crony capitalism and shit. About like, oh, like it's a good thing, like, like Uber's going public on the stock market, and then thanks to all your hard work, you should feel good about yourself. Yeah, I feel great, dude. I feel great being harassed and kicked out of parking lots twice in one day, and just like being so angry, and then flipping out and burning rubber, peeling out of there, twice because I'm just like not in the mood for that fucking bullshit. Yeah, I feel great, dude. I feel so accomplished making these rich CEO fat cats even fatter and richer while I suffer homeless in this fucking car that I'm forced to reside in. Fuck. Fuck, man. This can't even with this world anymore, man. Ay, ay, ay. What's up, Big Aaron? Big Aaron, big shout out to Big Aaron and for putting out, his contributions to putting out the truth, exposing trolls on his channel, showing what they've been doing, how psychotic they are. Big shout out to Big Aaron. Big Aaron replying the Sacramento Truth Movement. Anthony flagged on my videos too that I made about him. See, that's what they do. That's what they do. just like they did when I put together that whole compilation. It was videos that they themselves uploaded of what they were doing, showing themselves stalking me, following me, driving around behind me on the road, following me to my job, trespassing on the company grounds, taking pictures and videos of me working with my coworkers. They were uploading and talking about making videos about all this shit to their own stupid little troll channels. And I just went around and downloaded them and stitched them together. And then it's one big old like 20-minute long compilation. Well, I ended it like the last several minutes of me just like, like adding like my addendum to it and just wrapping it all up and explaining it verbally. It was like a 19 and a half, 20-minute video, whatever it was. And they struck that one down too because they don't want the truth out there. I mean, well, they do and they don't. Like they'll put it out there, but it has to be like under their twisted narrative. It can't be actually like presented truthfully and factually. Like if I like stitch it together and be like, hey, look, this is what they did. Here's what in order, and here's what they uploaded. Here's the story. Here, chain of events and what led to what. No, 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 oh no, we can't have that. Strike that. Strike that. We can't have the truth getting out there. That's what they do. And then even if other people try to jump in and help me, even and try to put things out there and expose these demons, they attack them too. Under the guise of copyright strike or whatever the fuck they do. Whatever excuse they make to try and get these videos removed. It just makes me sick. Like, what the fuck is going on with all this shit, man? Just doesn't make fucking sense. Well, unless these conspiracy theories are true, could it be they don't like my sci-fi series that I'm trying to do about those reptilian shape-shifting humanoids secretly in control of humanity and world affairs and events? Oh no, am I going to get more gang stalking for that? Or am I just some crazy whatever the fuck? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, prove me. Because it's some interesting weird things that's starting to get proved, or at least it seems to lately. I don't know. I can't even say anything for certain. Again, I'm not saying for certain that I believe in anything solidly, one way or another, but I'm just saying the events that have been transpiring and that you guys have been seeing here on this channel, at the very least, you could say some of them have been interesting at the very least. I mean, hey, it's a sci-fi series. That's what it's supposed to be. Is it true? Is it not? I don't know. It's just gonna be what I think based on conspiracy theories that I've heard and have researched, and of what I think is going on with the world, and just with my own little taste, my own flavor, my own spices, whatever you want to call that, my own pinch of brine added to the whole story. you know that's all it is. But is there some kind of push to keep me down, to keep me from getting out of homelessness, to keep me from ever producing that series? I don't know. Or they just don't like the things that I talk about, about just being poor, and the system, the economy and everything just not working out for me, and my frustration about it all, and wanting change. Is it that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, some weird shit's been going on here. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna jump back into some more comments, and then I'm gonna wrap this up on about the 1 hour mark, if I can possibly manage to do that this time and actually end this live stream when I'm trying to. Oh God, no. No. New Edge Designs is telling me put a spark plug defouler over your O2 sensor for a cheap fix. I actually know what you're talking about. I did see some videos about that. I know what you're talking about. It's a spacer trick. The spacer. You get a spark plug defouler, you get a drill, you drill out the hole bigger, and use it as a spacer for an O2 sensor, which I believe is illegal. Um, I don't know, guys. I don't know. And what I mean, like my whole point is I'm trying to actually cut down on fuel consumption because if it's burning additional fuel that I don't need to be burning because O2 sensor is bad, that's just contributing even more to my being perpetually poor. Basically, essentially, the more everything costs, here it doesn't matter if it's a little bit or a lot, it all adds up. George Leone is saying, well, at least we're watching. When no one watches your show like Anthony, then that's rock bottom. Yeah, I mean, I do get a lot more views than Anthony. I gotta say, I mean, I see his live streams. He goes on for hours about me, but they get like a few hundred views maybe. My live streams will get like a 1,500, 2,000 views, like pretty much right off the bat. Sorry, dude. I'm just saying, I mean, you suck. It's not my fault. You just gotta have more talent. I don't know. I guess, God, didn't mean for you to have, or some kind of magnetic draw, or I don't know, because I'm just like spinning all this, like all these outrageous, you know, life events, things that happen to me, and just spinning it all in the video form. I don't go on all these stupid, unnecessary tangents about Jesus and the scriptures and, oh God, fuck. So ridiculous. Like, I just cut straight to the point, and just, I don't know. You just like, well, B for T, and I'm a man of God, Jesus. Shut up, dude. I just want to like throw my sandal at him. Thumbs up for that. I want to throw my fucking chancla at him. Fuck, man. Just throw it right at his face. Like, psh. Ah! Me for tea! Oh my God. Where is this live stream going? All right, we're going on 56 and a half minutes. I'm going to try to wrap this up on the 1 hour mark, like I keep saying. Sky Warrior 100. What's up, Sky Warrior 100? Yeah, that's why I don't really tell people my problems because I know they're just going to give me garbage advice. People don't really care like that, and they'll just talk just to talk. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Duke saying stay strong, brother. Or brother with an A at the end. Thanks for the well wishes, and yeah. I bet Anthony, it's George Leone saying, I bet Anthony has his wife dress up in blue t-shirts as he fantasizes about you, Brian. LOL. I wouldn't put it past him that he has his wife role play as me, but without even telling her, like, oh, hey, honey, I just want you to wear this blue t-shirt. Why? Oh, no reason. I just think it looks sexy on you, honey. What a fool. What a fool. Yeah, they're obsessed, Duke. They're very obsessed. They are very obsessed. Jacob, I can't pronounce your last, Brian, who is A for T. And Domingo Antonio Navarrete, otherwise known as Anthony. But he has all these stupid troll channels. Duke is saying they probably have some kind of homosexual attraction to you. Yeah, like I was saying. I mean, it's weird. No, I'm not on shrooms, but I kind of wish I was. But I'm just going back to my memory of when I was and all the things that I was like seeing in my mind's eye, so to speak, and the things that I was like feeling that I was understanding at least. Tuna melt? What? Saying be careful eating mushrooms you got in a plastic bag from a stranger on the streets. That's not where I got them, dude. Were you paying attention? I got them from a dispensary. And it wasn't just loose mushrooms, it was in the form of like a professionally, packaged, produced, manufactured chocolate bar. I mean, really. Come on, dude. Try to keep up. Try to pay attention. It was a chocolate bar, for fuck's sakes. Charles saying you hear about the pilot who took shrooms and tried to crash his plane, now faces years in prison. I heard about that. I was like, oh, come on, don't try to use shrooms as an excuse. I think yeah, it was either, he was probably like mixing it with something else, or maybe it wasn't even shrooms in the first place. Thumbs up if you agree with that, because no, dude, come on. I didn't buy that when I first heard about that. I heard about it a while back when that came out. I was just like, oh, come on, no, not shrooms, no. Like, I don't feel anything like that. Come on, no, no. Yes, Sacramento Truth Movement. That is very creepy. Oh, looks like I'm gonna go over to 1 hour mark because no way I'm gonna get to all these comments. Duke is saying, "Have you tried living inside one of the stores?" No, dude, I can't. They're packed to the fucking ceiling, just like my car. God, people won't get it. Sacramento Truth Movement is saying, "I got 2 strikes on my page now." God damn. God, these fucking demons, man. They just don't give up. What the fuck? Oh God, George Dion is saying maybe Anthony wants you to get it on with his wife while he watches. Then it might be a pretty good deal for you. LOL. Oh no, I don't think his wife is my type. Big Aaron saying I made a video calling him out on his Christian faith while laughing about burning down a man's RV. Yes, thank you, Big Aaron. Once again, big shout out to Big Aaron. Putting in all that effort to expose the bullshit from the troll community. Thank you. Really, I mean, really. Duke is saying, now I'm seeing why you make enemies. Don't give them what they want, dude. The storage unit is safer than the car. Okay, but the storage units are packed to the ceiling, and plus I can't live in a storage unit anyway. I mean, fuck. That's way too complicated, and they have so much surveillance, and just no, that's not gonna work. I just need proper housing. How about some proper fucking housing? I keep saying it over and over and over again. I just need housing. I just need proper living conditions. They're just like, no matter how many times I say it, it's just nothing but deaf ears and endless fucking arguments into oblivion. How about just some proper fucking housing? Not a fucking platform in the car, taking out seats and doing all this and that, or attaching a tent to the rear hatch. Like, I even have space in the rear hatch anyway. The fucking rear hatch barely even fucking closes, for fuck's sakes. It's packed that much. How about just some proper fucking housing, like a human being? How about that? What a concept. George Leone is saying Koopy wants you dressed as a woman, but Anthony likes you just the way you are, fully manly. Oh God. Oh my God. All right, guys, I really want to wrap this one up already because I got to get going. I said I was going to make so much for a 10-minute live stream. This has gone over an hour. We're probably going to end up like an hour and 10 minutes at this point, at this rate. Shit. Yeah, Big Aaron, Gutter Tube is a huge psychopath too. Yes. Yes. Gutter Tube, Anthony, what's the other one? There's just God, there's so many now. Gutter Tube TV is anonymous. Is anonymous. Yes, yes he is, Jay. Uh why do you not get donations anymore? I don't know. Someone gave me 5. Thank you to whoever that was. Still haven't gotten down to you yet to give you the shout out and acknowledgement and thanks personally. Fall, hey, what's up? Finally, Renegade Billy 2007. Hey Brian, it's good to see you. What's going on today? Oh, just the usual same old bullshit and being kicked out of a parking lot or 2 different parking lots by the same fucking security guard in one day and just being in a bad, shitty, miserable mood ever since. I haven't even started working yet. That's why I said I gotta get going. I'm hungry. It's Whopper Wednesday. I want to go get some Burger King. Then I gotta work. I gotta make some money, even though I'm miserable, feeling like shit, sleep deprived. Well, at least I got some energy right now. I gotta at least use some of my energy that I have left before I get like too sleepy. But I'm just like, I've been sleeping like shit. My body's sore, in a bad mood from, security guards coming and like, fuck, man, and following me around from one parking lot to another, kicking me out a second time from a second parking lot across the fucking street in front of a completely different store. Oh God, it's just like, fuck, man. Fuck. Fuck this fucking world, man. Charles is saying it's amazing how many trolls are so dedicated full time about harassing a homeless person. Weird psychopathy. Yeah, is that how you pronounce that? Psychopathy? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I agree though. Yeah, it's just something weird is going on. It's really like is it really all these crazy people, or are they being paid, or is it both? Because I mean, some of them are now claiming now openly that they're getting paid to do this to me. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. What's up, Plasma Access? Have any of the security guards at the parking lot been threatening you by saying if you park in their lot again, they would automatically detain you and have you arrested? I don't think so. Maybe once long time ago, but not recently, and nothing that I caught, nothing that I like caught. So, what's the word I'm looking for? Is at least good enough satisfactorily on dash cam. That's the whole thing. That's why I want to start, hooking up my battery bank when I go to sleep to have the power the dash cam even when the car is off. So at least, anything happens again, I'll get video of it, and I can show you guys what the bullshit I got to go through and deal with, put up with on just a regular, constant fucking basis, because that's what it's like to live in a fucking broken, dying car on the street. Being homeless like this is not a fucking picnic. This is a fucking nightmare. And like I keep trying to tell people and convey the amount of bullshit that I deal with is just incredible. And just some people still don't seem to understand when I keep trying to explain, and say, the nonstop, never ending homeless problems, not being able to be reliable to maintain full-time employment anymore, or to stay on top of my hygiene or anything. It's just because there's just constantly, it's just always one thing after another. It's always something. It's the car breaking down, it's somebody coming up to the car to fight me or open the door or kick me out of the parking lot or whatever the fuck. It's always something. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is what I mean, guys, and it never ends. And this is just driving me fucking crazy. Plasmax is saying, so whenever the cops come again and they'd automatically arrest you for trespassing, I don't know, but I don't want to find out. And I literally, I went into my Google Maps and I marked that shopping center, like those two adjacent parking lots. I dropped pins in the middle of those parking lots. I created a new label, and I created, in all caps, I put "Do not park here." So I know, so I remember, so I don't come back there and wind up finding myself with these fucking pigs knocking on my fucking door with fucking maglite flashlights, asking me to step out of the vehicle and put my hands behind my back and all this shit. Oh, fuck that. Fuck all that. So yeah, I'm not going back. Not going back, guys. Not going back. Not to there, at least. I'll go other places and hopefully not have any additional problems, but can't even guarantee that. Fuck, man. Oh, wait. Oh, no. It was a psycho stalker, Blake Philbrook, that gave me the $5 super chat. Why, dude? Why keep trying to. Oh, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? It it all goes back to that mushroom trip. It just all makes so much sense. Like, God is just so fucking confused, and there's just such an imbalance, and it's just maddening. and just how everyone is at each other's throats, not just on an individualistic, small scale, like Blake and me, but, country against country, society against society, just on a mass scale. It's all being portrayed, manifested through all of us, through all of this. And I just feel like every time we all destroy ourselves, like God was trying to figure everything out, and then everything failed and blew up in his face, and he got to start all over, creating bacteria, microorganisms that turn into fish and that, crawl on the land and turn into like, these mammals, and then we got primates, and we get humans again, and then, this over and over and over again, trying to figure all this shit out. We just keep going the same way over and over and over again. All this technology and control and bullshit and confusion till we end up just wiping ourselves out again. Again. That was the whole feeling that I got on those mushrooms. Yes, like thank you, Plasma Axis. Saying, wow, I can't believe Philbrook is donating. What a fucking psychopath. I said it, I went on a whole tangent a couple live streams back, like when he gave me like $2. I went on and on and on, like, fuck you, dude. I don't want your $2 super chat. Shove them up your ass. You're a fucking psycho stalker. Why are you even on here talking to me in the comments section? Like, fuck, dude. You belong in a fucking mental ward, a psych ward, a prison psych ward, maximum security with no, contact with the outside world, no internet, no phone, no nothing. Just group activities with all other psychos. Doing puzzles, playing Monopoly, watching the news. I don't know, on the TV that's like bolted to the wall. Fuck. As we all sit there in your straitjackets, sitting around your table. Fuck. Fuck, man. Thumbs up for that if you agree, guys. I'm just saying. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. But once again, big shout out again to Big Aaron. They act like it's no big deal to make these kind of threats. Yeah, no shit. See, here they go again. Hey, Brian, I can see you. I'm watching you. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you fucking demons? Better watch out, Brian. We're gonna get you. They just keep going. They just keep going. Plasma Axis has asked me, wait, but wouldn't you feel bad for throwing your sandal at him? At Anthony? Why would I feel bad? The fool has it coming. He deserves it. The fool's a fool. I mean, it's just the most basic way to put it. The fool's a fool. Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck. This is just, man, just reality, life, existence. It's just so unbelievable, guys. So unbelievable. Thumbs up for that if you agree with that one before I wrap this live stream up. Because I just, this is going to go on for hours and hours and hours if I don't put my sandal down and put an end to this. Anthony's jealous, says stagehand. Tasha Teeling is saying, wouldn't mess with psychedelics right now, Brian. I'm sure he won't listen, though. Nope, I sure won't. Brian never listens. Well, at least, within reason. Come on. I know some of you guys are going to take that and run with it. Oh, see, he said, what a man-child. He said he never listens. That's his problem. No, I said within reason, but they won't listen to that part. They'll just take that first part out of context and go running in the left field with that. So I can't even. I give up at this point. What's up, Sacramento Truth Movement? Then you got platypus, both mammal and reptile. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, oh yeah. Just another manifestation of that like godly confusion. You know, you have a platypus that's both mammal and reptile. You know, kind of, or it's got like like the duck bill, and it's weird. But then if you want to get in, I don't really want to open this whole can of worms right now, but I'm just gonna mention it. You got men that think they're women, women that think they're men. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not going to say anything more. I don't want to get in trouble, but I'm just saying biological males that want to live as female and the other way around, vice versa. Like, how much more confused, do you have to, God is confused. God is very confused. God doesn't know what the fuck is. And God is trying to figure that out through all of us. That's what I feel, at least. Tasha Teal is Tasha Teeling is saying that the mushrooms lied to me. I don't know. It didn't feel like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just putting it out there. Let's see who agrees. I'm sure I can't be the only one. Oh, looks like I finally got to the bottom of all these comments. Plasma Axis. What if people say you're transphobic for those remarks? I think that's something Koopy said he hated about that you align too much with the conservative radical side. See, there's just another manifestation of that confusion. God is just constantly trying to battle all of this out. All these ideals, all these, ways of living, battling it all out on this plane of existence through all of us to figure out what the fuck. And we just can't figure it out all. We just can't figure it out all out. And we end up just fighting with and killing each other and wiping all of each other out over and over again. Those are my thoughts, at least. Drop yours down below in the comments section because I got to wrap this up, guys. I got to wrap it up already. I got to wrap it up. Blake Philbrook is saying I support this message. If anything, when these psychopaths, these demons, say that they're doing God's work in some kind of sick, twisted way, because like the demonic energy vibration, it's all just the opposite of like the godly, loving vibration and energy, but it's all in and of itself one, or how do you explain this, like one and of the same energy, just in different states, you could say. So in a way, I guess all of everything that's happening on all sides is all God's work. But it's just so fucking twisted and fucked up. Like, God is just so confused and fighting against himself, trying to figure out what he is, and just keeps blowing himself up every time. Every it's just, that's how I feel. That's, what's, the whole like the meaning of life, guys. At least as I understood so far, is to figure out the meaning of life. Chew on that one. Leave your comments down below. And I will see you all very soon. Hopefully next time, very soon. I don't even know how I'm ending this stream anymore. I'm just so mentally, emotionally burned out at this point. But at least I got a lot, got a lot. Yeah, at least I vented a lot and got a lot out there, is what I'm trying to say. Good night, guys. Like I said, drop your comments down below, and I will see you all, talk to you all again very, very soon. Very, very, very soon. Yeah. And hopefully get around to doing a shroom trip live stream, shroom live, or however I want to call that word, that That'd be very interesting. Let me know what you guys, if you guys are, looking forward to that. If you guys, want to hear what I, have to, to say, you know, like in that state, like what I think about things, and let me know if you guys are, want to hear that, want to see that. I'll see you guys next time very soon. Good night, and yeah, before I mess this outro out again.